Well, actually, today's a very special day.
It is a very special day, yeah.
Very special.
What are we celebrating today?
We're celebrating someone very special.
Yeah. It's so special that we brought it in a black bag.
Thank you. Oh, this
We got birthdays.
We got birthdays.
We got birthday gifts.
One birthday.
Birthday gift you're gonna get.
Break it.
Does this don't make any noise?
No, I couldn't find
So
it.
lame.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there he is.
Birthday
Thank you.
girl.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Evan.
What are you, like 40?
I am. I look it. Thank you. Hold on, let me
Question is,
fix
do you
my
feel it?
thing. Dude, I feel good.
Oh, we got beads. Yep. Here's a gift for you.
Why would you ever wear these at a birthday party? You look like such assholes. Look how stupid I look.
On top of my hat and headphones.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are we gonna do the entire podcast like this?
No, we don't have to. I mean, if you want to. It's your special day, girl.
Yeah,
He probably tapped it.
we're rolling again.
We're good.
We're rolling again.
God.
Too excited.
So
Too excited.
excited! I just stopped the podcast. I just pissed my pants.
Ben and I went and got you a gift. Look and see what it is.
I was there for moral support.
Yeah. He's like, fuck, I give him no gift.
Oh,
It's a special one.
It's Viagra.
It's a little blue
I
pills.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And $1 for good luck for the wall.
Yeah.
Awesome, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You know who keyed us in on it was your birthday?
Who?
Facebook. No.
Your assistant.
Yeah.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. She reached
Yeah.
out to Guzman.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute
shout
of
out
her.
to
Thanks,
her.
Alyssa.
She was,
Yeah.
yeah.
You did it. Another year around the sun.
Another year. I'm
All right.
I'm here.
Yep. So
There you go. You're the only one who's not wearing a hat. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I did it for the bit.
Yeah, dude, everyone's wearing a hat except you.
Whatever.
You're the worst.
Cut
You
this
wanna,
part
you wanna,
out.
dude. I could have it today.
It
with
doesn't
you.
fit his aesthetic.
You need to make it by yourself, okay? Today's like Evan's day. And
today's
it's
not
my
even-
special day.
It's not-
Exactly.
Not even his actual birthday today.
Listen, it is for people who don't know. It is.
Yeah. This will probably come out like 4 weeks after his birthday. So.
It's
Yeah.
gonna come out tomorrow.
It'll come out in
It's gonna come
January.
out
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, we're here.
Yeah.
So what's on the agenda?
Well, Ben, you're back from tour, fresh back from the West Coast, right?
Yep.
Talk to us. Did you learn anything from this tour experience?
Should have been prepared for this.
You drove across the United States.
We talk about this and you didn't prepare. That goes to show you like how like you make this everything about yourself. You didn't prepare. I talked to you.
Okay. If
I talked to you 3 p.m. today.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
we're gonna talk
3.
about a bunch of
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
Prepare something.
Let me talk. Okay.
No.
I would say the biggest things that I took away were, one, be prepared. like be prepared. Like kind of just like things might not work out the way you think they are. Like you kind of this tour, I kind of realized that I shouldn't set expectations for certain shows and things like that. Like I set up like an expectation in my head how like LA would go, just because like LA is like kind of like you have like this idea of how a show is going to be, and it ended up being really good. But like the show the night before in San Francisco was even better, and it's like you can't really set up expectations for how shows are going to go, and kind of just being like cool with rolling with the punches. Like for example, like we played the last show was in San Diego, and the sound guy wasn't the greatest, but he was like upfront about being like,
Hey, I'm not the greatest.
no, no. It's just like it was like we were the only band that got the sound check besides the main band,
Oh.
and he couldn't figure out how to not have the monitors be linked to the front of house. And it was like he was having like a problem where like the front of house mix was coming through the monitor, and like no matter what we asked for, it affected. Like
So did you have to like?
so we just had to roll with whatever he was doing.
Oh.
But I'm more okay with rolling with that because I know than getting on stage and all of a sudden shit's just fucked and it's going crazy and you're like this is and you're in your head about it like I can't hear myself, this sucks. But if I'm like going into it kind of being like, okay, it might not work, but I'm just gonna have like fun and not worry about that because I know about it now. So like stuff like that, kind of just being willing to like roll with things going on. Obviously stick up for yourself if there's a problem, but
Were you cool with him?
yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Like there was like one song where like all of a sudden the sound got like really loud and we just stopped because it was just like it got crazy and then like the guitar shot up and we just stopped and we're like, oh, and There's like technical difficulty. We're gonna start again, and it was not a problem.
I don't know if this is still a thing, but back in the day, like one of the things that we used to do was buy the sound man a drink. Sound man is like that's a hard job. It's like
Yeah.
first person who gets yelled at and like the last person who gets complimented.
Especially if you're like the house sound guy and you got to do sound for 3 bands that you don't know. Like, you know, but what I also think is cool, like in some places, like when we were playing Salt Lake City, the sound guy, he was like, oh, I've been listening to your guys' stuff like for the last like 2 weeks. I know what the songs are and I got it. Like your guys' stuff's cool. Like,
Very
I
cool.
know, like, because sometimes at the shows we'll go up and we'll be like, hey, the keyboard is like the lead.
Right.
Like
yeah.
this specific keyboard is the lead. Can you treat it that way? And most of the time, like, yeah, I got you. And this guy was like, oh, I know your songs. You guys are good.
So that was
like,
in Utah.
Yeah, that was in Utah, and that was cool.
Do you remember his name?
Where did you feel like most comfortable around the map?
Chicago was really good. I mean, it's always been good.
But that's your third time being in Chicago?
4th time, I think.
Fourth. And has the crowd grown each time?
Yeah, there's been people, like, there were people at that show that was like, we saw you guys play with Moonwalker, and we had to come back and see you again. And then we met a bunch of people who were like, we're going to come to the next one. And we're going on tour again in November and hitting a lot of the same places and a lot of the same people. Hopefully they're going to come again, which will be cool.
So would you
yeah.
recommend to like indie bands starting up repeating markets?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think
Developing
I wouldn't
markets?
recommend going as far as we did if it's your first time. Like, even this time, it being our first time, like, I didn't underestimate it, but I kind of now know a little bit more where, like, you got to be able to spend the money because gas is crazy and, like, it's a lot harder for, I think, we're very fortunate that we were able to kind of, like, save up money kind of to be okay in a situation where if we lost money on this tour, I would have been okay with it because the experience was worth it and it was, like, totally okay. We didn't lose money. We did okay. But it's like, if you're not going into it thinking that you might make money, like you could be
So
like, oh crap.
You went into it with the idea of developing markets.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather
Like, I'm
than-
okay. I'm okay with losing money on this because we're gonna gain experience, gain fans, that kind of thing. But
And-
like some other bands might not think about it that way because they're like, oh, it's West Coast, gonna be awesome. We're gonna do this, and you know, some nights you might not do so well.
Groundwork.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
It's-
mean?
You know, like there were some places we went to, the gas was like $8.
Fuck that.
Oh.
Dude, we went. It was like in the middle of nowhere, and it was like we get to this gas station. It was like these are.
Well,
our,
howdy,
it
folks.
was like these are our prices, and if you like, it's kind of like it is what it is, and it's like one of those. All right, we're just gonna get enough gas to get to the next gas station that's not $8. Like holy
Wow.
crap! Like yeah, like it was
Where was that?
like going out of California.
Yeah, I was gonna say is it California?
Because they probably
Jesus
know
Christ.
that they're like the only gas
But
station.
what I didn't get, like this blew my mind. Like gas was really expensive, but then other things were like stupid cheap. I'm like, what is like? Is it because nobody like everybody's driving, so they're like food, for example. Like some of these places, the food's like not as expensive as it is here, but then like the gas is crazy expensive. So I don't know. It's kind of like just kind of setting your. I think the biggest thing, I guess, to wrap it all up, and then we can move on to the next thing, is just kind of like make sure you have the right expectations. Like I don't think you should go too far one way or the other because like you're gonna disappoint yourself either way.
Well, let me put it this way: would you have done? So you had a pretty dope opening slot, would you
Yeah.
say? Right.
Yep.
Who'd you open for?
The band Hockey Dad, an
Yeah.
Australian band.
Oh,
Noise.
shout out!
Noise.
This is a knife.
Noise.
You got a lot of the land down under recently. You went down there for your sister playing hockey too. So.
Soccer.
Or soccer.
Hockey. This
Hockey
guy's
dad,
fucking up.
soccer.
Yeah.
But
Too many sports.
And while you were on
UFC.
tour,
I mean, yeah, it might be like a better you know, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like we were in a good position to go because
Right.
we were going to hit markets where we knew there was going to be.
Well, I was going to say, would you recommend doing it if, like, let's say you weren't in that opening slot? Probably
not.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit
No,
different.
because like we were in like Seattle. And,
Right.
like I can know for a fact there wasn't a single person there for us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that's
So-
pretty dope. So I would say shout out then to the booking agent who made that happen as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Troy?
Troy Lusk. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah,
yeah.
we're fortunate enough to tour in the position we are in versus like any like a band starting out kind of thing. Like
But
I
it
wouldn't-
took you a minute to develop that though too.
Yeah, and it's still not 100% there. It's still
Yeah.
like I feel like if we did the same run tomorrow with no other bands, it would probably not go as great either.
Right.
It's probably going to take another like 3 or 4 years to be like, all right, we're going to go across the country and do it by ourselves,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with.
Or in the headlining spot.
Yeah,
situation,
exactly. In the
right?
headlining situation, I think that we're a long ways away before that.
while you were kind of out on the road, you had a break from everyone. Usually you're going with them, and this time it was kind of like...
That was yeah. I mean, I wanted to be with them, but on the other hand, I had so much fun in the house by myself.
Yeah.
doing
that-
nothing.
Yeah, but we were.
I mean, I'm always working. I'm
Do you have any
always doing
videos?
something.
Do you have
Can
any?
you-
Do you have
can
any? Do you have any videos of the things you were doing in Ben's bed? I heard some.
I wasn't going to bring that up in the podcast.
That's okay.
Did the house smell a little funky when you walked in?
It was clean.
It smelled like up dog.
It was-
No.
It was clean.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, you should just for like like when I called you, you should put that picture up.
Oh,
It's a pretty great picture.
I'm gonna show you guys.
I call him on the phone. He's like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "Ah, no, you got to FaceTime today to,
Motherfucker.
to see where I am right now." And,
he was enjoying it too. You can see his face.
Yeah.
oh, so great.
Oh wow, your Malibu beach house.
I was like laughing so hard. Like
Yeah.
I was like, "You got to see where I am right now." I was just
I'm
laying
gonna put
on.
it up in the edit. So Guzman editing Guzman,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
put this right here.
We also went to Disneyland. That was pretty cool.
That looked cool.
Oh, dude, it was so sick. Galaxy's Edge, dude. I could have spent a whole fucking my entire time there.
Really?
I'll say, shut up. I'll say that Julia did a good job of like making sure we hit everything we wanted to do. It was like crazy.
She was the events
She was
coordinator?
like, we got to go here because this is 15 minutes. This line is that, and we hit literally every single thing we wanted to do. We spent like 8 a.m. till like 11:30.
Whoa.
Wow.
It was so fun.
That's a
Shut down
action-
Disney World.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was great.
Action
Ride of the
packed.
Resistance. That ride is insane. Fucking craziest ride I've ever been on.
No
Star
way.
Wars.
Don't they have his head frozen still?
I don't know. Maybe that'd be cool.
Disney?
Yeah.
We
Well-
listened to
well,
a bunch of. We listened to like a podcast on the way back, and it was about like Disneyland accidents and like all about like in the 90s and the 2000s. They had this like CEO who like didn't care about how to like fixing rides and stuff, and he would like he was like it was a case by case basis. So like people would get like hurt or die, and then they would make like a change to a ride or make it safer. Like. Crazy
Yikes.
stuff. Like one of the rides we went on, like 3 people have died on. Like,
Whoa.
I'm like, I didn't know that. I thought this was the
They
happiest
tell you,
place
they tell
on
you
earth.
after you go on the ride. They don't tell you that before.
Someone who said this? Oh, Jeff said it last night. He was like, people use like Disney World as like 0.3 of like percent of where like dads leave their children because they're so happy to be there that they just like leave their kids.
What?
Oh my
Like
God.
because they're so excited that they're not thinking about
No,
the
I
fact
understand that.
their
but-
dad might abandon them. So they'll like be like, we're going to Disneyland. Whoa. Then all of a sudden their dad just leaves.
Oh my God,
leaves
that's
them in the
horrible.
dust.
Like leaves them
Like
with their
forever.
mom or with
Maybe. I don't know. That's a Jeff said it. So it
Yeah.
could be bullshit.
Yeah. Jeff.
We gotta fact check that.
Yeah.
maybe.
Jeff, don't
Yeah.
fuck us on this one. Jeff.
Guzman, fact check this in the edit. So
All
if
right.
I'm saying
All right,
lies,
now I'm working for you. Okay, good. Yeah,
you always work for me. You just
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't think so.
All right.
Okay.
That's good to know. So we got some tips there, right?